Hello?
Yeah, is this Happy?
Sure is.
Hey, man, it's Willy Tyler in Billings, Montana. How are you this morning?
I'm great.
Good, man. Good to hear from you. We're excited for the big show Saturday night. Been a while since you guys have been back here.
Yeah, and I believe we've only been there once before.
I think so. I saw you guys, I believe, in Sturgis one year. Did you ever play Sturgis?
Well, every year.
Yeah, okay, that's
not
probably...
Not since the creation of Sturgis, but over...
Since the creation of Hairball, maybe, huh?
Yeah, almost. So, yeah, we've been doing it a while, so...
What have you guys been together, about 16 years now?
17.
17. Do you still have all the original members?
Not exactly, but pretty close. I mean, it's, we haven't had too many changes, really, but it's such a good thing, why would you want to mess it up?
There you go. If people
it's a perfect crime, really, of all the bands that I've played in my life, and we've all played in original bands and recorded and done various things, but I didn't expect, when I first came here from Atlanta, I'd moved back to playing Hairball. I was playing with Chris Jericho on a thing called Fozzy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sure, and I thought I was going to be just doing Hairball until I could figure out something, cool to do. And Hairball kind of slowly evolved into really showing its purpose and ended up being, really the most fun I've had in my career playing. It just had to get over this stigma about it, that we're some kind of cover, just a tribute band, and we're way more than that. And when I look out at crowds and I see people in their 40s to their 60s that maybe were following these bands in the 70s or the 80s, and it was such a huge part of their life, to put them back in that time period and the intensity that was going on when these bands were really cutting teeth and making a name for themselves. It was a great place to be, and they're great memories. But I think it's awesome when I see younger teenagers all the way down to grade school that this is classic rock to them now. And sometimes when you see them both together at shows when they're all ages and see them singing nothing but a good time and rock and roll all night, or just having conversations about the way bands really were in concerts before you needed 12 bands on one bill to, have a Warped Tour, to have a whatever the heck it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of all kinds of music. I just, my life was so driven, and I love this kind of showmanship and this kind of music by far more than, anything else in any other time period that ever happened.
Yeah, we do too. That's and I remember seeing you guys. I was surprised at the energy. That's really what Hairball is all about. It might not be hitting every note for note, but you guys bring the energy that you would see at any of those shows just about dead on.
That's the thing that I cared about the most when I went to see Kiss or Van Halen, was just that intensity of the event, the theater of the whole thing. It wasn't like I wanted to see Eddie Van Halen just play it exactly. My dream, and believe me, I snuck into the St. Paul Civic Center like 4 or 5 years in a row, broke in, 7 in the morning, watched all the trucks come and set up, hoping I'd get to see a sound check. They never sound checked. Just because I wanted to see, what does Eddie Van Halen play when nobody's watching, when he's just noodling?
Right.
Some of the magic parts of their endings of songs where they're just trashing stuff out and just wailing. And, I wanted to just see him do a guitar solo and hear things that I'd never heard. I mean, you want to hear those big melodies and the moments. And I mean, a lot of people really think that we are, dead on with accuracy, but really I think it's more tone and spirit and energy where I feel we capture that. And that was the most important thing at that time, if you go back and look at the old footage of some of these bands. But the footage of old VHS and the cameras and all of that, that existed back then. It was never the same watching Kiss on HBO as it was to see it in 1978.
Sure. So what is your favorite band to cover? What's your favorite song that you guys play?
You know, it varies. One of my favorite moments in the show is when the lights first go down and you just hear that roar come over the people that know what's coming, and just that tense moment before you're going to hit the big wall of sound and you're going to light the fuse. It changes for me because, like, I later got into Queen, and so that's one of my favorite things to play sometimes. Or right now we're in a phase where we're taking one band a month that influenced us or we feel is important, and highlighting and going a little bit more deep cut and medley. And
cool.
This month we're doing Cheap Trick.
Oh, very good.
I look forward to that because we're playing a lot of rapid fire segments of Cheap Trick music that we, you know, just really have enjoyed, and just kind of doing a quick overview of their career. And, you know, they were a big influence on us, and it's going to be a different band next month, and then next month, you know, through the rest of the year.
That's super cool. Last year, 2016, was kind of a real bitch for rock and roll. We lost a lot of artists. Are you guys doing any tributes to anybody in the show?
You know, at the times that things had happened, we have. I mean,
because you guys do Prince songs, don't you?
We had people on our staff that worked for Prince.
Oh, you know? Really?
My pyro guy was did a couple tours with Prince. You know, at the time, my sound guy had worked with Prince for a while. You know, my guitar tech has worked out there. I have worked out at Paisley Park for different occasions. So, you know, being from Minnesota, I had a girlfriend that worked with his manager for 3 years, you know.
Oh, wow.
So we had a lot of stories, and for whatever you want to say about him, he is a very unique guitar player, and
all-around amazing musician.
Well, Eddie Van Halen's favorite guitar player is Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's favorite guitar player is Prince.
Right, there you go.
And if you get a chance to watch him and just see him actually do it, which I have, he was, you know, pretty big around here and should be respected as a musician above all of the other things that he kind of...
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know, a period of time when maybe they'd push into sexuality where it almost seemed more like a Madonna type of character trying to push the shock. But at the end of the day, it's still, you know, musician. For a while there, we were doing Purple Rain and just letting the crowd sing it. And certainly when Bowie, we do the Under Pressure and stuff, and we would make mention of that, you know. So there are times, you know, but no doubt about it, it makes you look and think, you know, it's time to appreciate and realize today's the first day of the rest of your life, because you don't know how long it's going to go.
That's right.
So, you know, close the laptop and let's get out and rock.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Happy Man. Saturday night, Pub Station. Tickets are still available, and we'll see you then, man.
You will. Let's get together and let's get dangerous.
There you go. Happy. Thanks a lot, man. Take care.
Thank you very much. Bye.